My answer to this is always going to be Swedish. You might have not realized this, but Swedish and English are related to each other as they're both members of the Germanic language family. So they share a lot of root vocabulary with each other, and from the perspective of each other, they're actually not that difficult to learn at all. But we're going to look at all of the Germanic languages really quick and see why exactly Swedish might be an easy choice for an English speaker to learn. So first we have the North Germanic languages like Icelandic, Norwegian, Danish, and Swedish. They all came from Old Norse, Viking language. They've developed in different ways, but they still share a lot of vocabulary and remain somewhat mutually intelligible even today. These West Germanic languages all share core grammar traits. They use strong and weak verbs. They have similar word order, like the verb has to always come second in the sentence, and they rely on cases or word position to show meaning, especially in like the older forms. The East Germanic languages like Gothic were spoken by tribes like the Visigoths and Ostrogoths. Unlike West and North Germanic languages, these didn't survive into modern times. Gothic is our main window into them, preserved in a 4th century Bible translation. Now, if you speak a Romance language, you are very familiar with the concept of conjugating a verb, where you have to change the verb form for every single pronoun. And that is kind of tiresome sometimes. However, Swedish does not do that at all. In fact, Swedish conjugates even less than English does. The verb is literally the same for every single pronoun, so that is a very user-friendly feature of Swedish. Also, for English speakers, those Germanic family connections help. You can almost look at a Swedish sentence and just tell what it means, like "Jag har en hund och han är så söt." I have a dog and he is so sweet or cute. The asymmetrical intelligibility between these languages is kind of wild. So you have Swedish people, they can pretty much understand Norwegian people, and Norwegian people can understand them. But then you have Danish people, they can understand Norwegians, and I think Norwegians don't have a problem with them, but Swedish people cannot understand Danes. I think Danish people can kind of understand Swedes, and for the most part, I think Norway can just kind of understand everybody. So they're kind of on top right there. I tend to think that Scandinavian languages are the easiest languages for native English speakers to learn. The grammar is not very complex. They're very similar to English in a lot of ways because they're related to English. And it's always easier to learn a language related to yours than one that's not.